Moving on now, Timileyin Ajayi, the suspect accused of killing Salome Adaidu, has pledged not guilty to her murder. He entered the plea on Monday during the arraignment before Justice Simon Aboki at the Nasarawa High Court in Lafia, the state capital. Ajayi is facing 1 count of culpable homicide, punishable by death under the Penal Code of Northern Nigeria. The 32-year-old was apprehended for allegedly murdering his girlfriend, Salome Adaidu, a 24-year-old member of the National Youth Service Corps. Adaidu had been serving at Nikon Insurance in the nation's capital, Abuja, prior to her death. According to reports, Salome was murdered when she visited the suspect at his residence in the Papalana area of New Karshi, located in Karo local government area of Nasarawa State. We're now joined live by our correspondent Chizoba Anionwe, who is standing by for the latest on this story. So good afternoon, Chizoba. What new information do you have on this story, please?
Good afternoon, Nigel, and thanks for having me. Well, the hearing commenced this morning, about 4 or 5 hours ago, and unfortunately, Mr. Timileyin Ajayi, of course, pleaded not guilty. And this is despite the fact that he had earlier than now accepted and said, yes, he committed the crime, you know. And today it's vague to understand that he's pleading not guilty before the court of justice, you know. So this is what people are thinking. It is wrong, it is right, it is unjust. You had done this and you accepted doing it because the disease in question cheated on you while you were in a relationship, and you had no regrets doing that, all right? And now you're in the court of justice and you're pleading not guilty. And unfortunately, his counsel is also backing him up, saying that he is there to defend his client. So this is the surprise that has met the eyes of people that have been watching. But unfortunately, this is what we have to deal with in Nigeria, especially by the judiciary. This is a whole lot of items that will be on their table to ensure that they have the trust of the masses. When somebody had already committed a crime, owned up to it, and then facing the court of law, you're pleading not guilty to the same crime you had publicly owned up to, you know. So, but by and large, at the end of the day, the case was adjourned to 17th to 20th of March, where hearing would begin again.
Well, thank you for giving us details of the proceedings from today. But what do we expect after now?
Well, Nigerians are all watching to see how the judiciary will manage this, because I still maintain the fact that this Mr. Ajayi had already owned up to committing this crime, and facing the court of justice today, he is denying and saying he is not guilty of this same offense. When you have visuals, when you have audio clips supporting what he had said in the past. So it's a challenge for the judiciary, despite the fact he has a counsel, and the counsel is supposed to speak on his behalf. So I think the greater number of people out there will be watching to see how the judiciary manages this case. And it would also support the kind of trust the citizens will have in the judiciary. And definitely the family members are hoping that justice will be served. So this is a whole lot of challenge surrounding this case.
Chizoba, thank you very much for bringing us details about the proceedings. Thank you indeed.
Thank you for having me.